for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Memphis Hounds and the London Black Knights. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
They'll take over. First down, and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First play and a first pass for Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Hounds will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
To try again after the sack. Murray under pressure. They got him again. Quiddy Pay, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down before it's a 4th down?
A 62-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Watson. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 34 yards. And the Black Knights are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Murray. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This pass out wide to Hall. And he won't get to the breaker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Watson. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 2nd and 14. Now Watson. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Hounds have moved out in front. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Black Knight 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now a first down throw, Watson. Claypool with another catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Watson looks to throw again. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw is Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Black Knights are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First down.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't, who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A final shot before half for Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Black Knights have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's good?
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add looking to tell the offense to go for 2. In motion right is a running back. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Murray. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first and 10, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Murray going to take off with it.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. On second down, a run with Hall. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Hall. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Hall again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll give to Hall. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Hounds are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, Watson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
68 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Smith, the man in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Jonathan Garibay on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the home team here, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Memphis, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it. AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. Next level. One of the best. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the great. Remember me.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad when I getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm by that. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take the pockets if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay till I say. Urge you wanna be, but don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Flip, I talk with that on your hip. You ain't gon' rip it up pocket. I'm thinking like some real benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. For these we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm no keep it, I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you they taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me.